We are going to start with the Python scripting for ArcGIS, start from chapter 2. Right now I'm working on this. It is 2017 and this book starts from 2013, 14. Let's say now we do have ArcGIS installed. And I have my Python wing and everything installed here too. So Python and everything. So we will start with chapter 2. So I'm going to start with ArcMap 10.4 because chapter 2 introduces the ArcGIS geoprocessing framework, including the use of Arc2Box, Model Builder, and Python. So experienced ArcGIS users will be familiar with most of this material, but a review is beneficial. Understanding the geoprocessing framework is helpful in writing effective geoprocessing scripts. Similarly, Python and Model Builder are often used in tandem. So, a good knowledge of Model Builder click OK. It's recommended to get out the most out of Python scripting. So let's look what is geoprocessing. So geoprocessing in ArcMap, it's just right here. Geoprocessing in ArcGIS allows you to perform spatial analysis and modeling, as well as automate GIS tasks. A typical geoprocessing tool takes input data, a feature class raster or table, performs a geoprocessing task, and produces output data as a result. ArcGIS contains hundreds of geoprocessing tools. So if you go to ArcGIS box, that's everything. Alright, we're going to click Model Builder. So for example of geoprocessing tools include tools of creating a buffer, for adding a field to a table, and then for geocoding a table of addresses. So let me zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to search for buffer tool. So this is the tool that I could just drag in here. So just wait a little bit. So the oval, oh, not coverage. So let's just check this there. All right. So if we do have to put an input feature, and then we need to have output. This is output feature. This is the tool, input data, and then we have geoprocessing tool and output data. Geoprocessing supports the automation of workflows by creating a sequence that combines a series of tools. The output of one tool effectively becomes the input of the next tool. If we add another tool, so we feed in the other tool. Creating this automated workflows combining geoprocessing tools can be accomplished in ArcGIS through the use of models and scripts. So next we're going to do is the geoprocessing framework in ArcGIS consists a set of windows and dialog boxes that are used to organize and execute tools. The geoprocessing framework makes it easy to create, execute, manage, document, and share geoprocessing workflows. Geoprocessing includes a set of tools that operate on data. The basic geoprocessing framework comprises the following. So a collection of tools organized in toolboxes and tool sets, method to find and execute tools including search windows, the dialog window, and Arc toolbox window. 2 dialog boxes for specifying tools, tool parameters, and executing tools. Model Builder for creating models that allow for the sequencing of tools. A Python window for executing tools using Python. So let me close everything out, and right here is the Python window. Alright, and a result window that logs the geoprocessing tools being executed. Right now I don't have anything. If you want to see, there is a result window. And current is nothing, share is nothing. Method for creating Python scripts and using them as tools. Each of these components is described in more detail in later videos. A few characteristics of this geoprocessing framework make it possible to work with tools in a consistent yet flexible manner. These characteristics include the following. All tools can be accessed from their toolbox, which makes for a consistent procedure for accessing tools, models, and scripts. All tools are documented the same way, which allows for consistent cataloging and searching. All tools have a similar user interface. The dialog box for specifying the tool parameters. Tools can be shared. So, for ArcObjects, we're going to talk a little bit real quick. So we may, let's see. So for ArcObjects, we may recall the term ArcObjects. So the ArcObjects library consists of basic programming objects Esri has created to develop ArcGIS software. So ArcObjects are made available to application developers as a part of the ArcObjects.NET software development kit SDK and Objects Java SDK. Application developers can use ArcObjects to create new applications or to enhance the functionality of existing ArcGIS applications. Esri software developers themselves use ArcObjects to create most of the tools in ArcGIS as well as to build the geoprocessing framework. ArcObjects is intended for use with a system programming language, that is, a language that can access system-level functions to implement complex logic and algorithms. ArcObjects consists of thousands of different objects, which give a programmer a good degree of control over what the application is going to look like and how it is going to work. Examples of system programming languages include C++ and .NET languages, which are some of the most common languages for working with ArcObjects. These languages require substantial programming knowledge, much more than it is required for working with models and scripts. The ArcObjects, SDKs, and the geoprocessing framework are complementary, yet they accomplish different goals. ArcObjects is used to extend ArcGIS through new behaviors and to write standalone applications that build on the functionality of ArcGIS. Examples include creating new user interfaces and adding new behavior to feature classes. The geoprocessing framework is used to run existing tools and to create new tools, models, and scripts that automate tasks within the existing functionality of ArcGIS. ArcGIS 10 introduces the desktop as a model, which makes it possible to customize and extend ArcGIS for desktop applications. In ArcGIS 10.1 for desktop, Python is added to the list of language that can be used to author desktop add-in. Python add-ins can be used for some of the same things that were previously only possible using ArcObjects. The emphasis in here is to create geoprocessing tools. So ArcObjects is not used directly and is therefore not covered in our videos. So it will be possible that to work with ArcObjects using Python, it is a programming language after all. However, so the real strength of using Python lies in the ability to write powerful scripts, which requires a moderate level of programming skills and effort. So we're going to get there. But we still have to start to reviewing our tools. So using toolboxes and tools, so let me go to toolboxes and tools. It's right here. ArcGIS toolbox. Geoprocessing tools perform operations on datasets. Several hundred tools are available in our ArcGIS. Exactly which tools you have available in ArcGIS depends on which product license you have. So we do have ArcGIS for desktop, basic, ArcGIS for desktop, standard, or ArcGIS for desktop advanced, formerly known as the ArcView license level, ArcEditor license level, and ArcInfo license level, respectively. And whether you have extensions installed, such as the ArcGIS 3D Analyst for desktop extension, ArcGIS Network Analysis for desktop extension, ArcGIS Spatial Analysis for desktop extension, and others. The organization of the tools, however, remains the same. ArcGIS Toolbox geoprocessing tools are organized into toolboxes. For example, Analyze tools, cartography tools, and convention tools, among others. Each toolbox typically contains one or more tool sets, and each tool set contains one or more tools. So there are several ways to find the tools you need. So some of the most commonly used tools can be accessed directly from the geoprocessing menu in ArcGIS for desktop application only. Handful of tools are listed there. Right here. So we have this only a little. Another approach is to search for tools in the search window. So you can type a term and search the map, documents, data files, and tools. So we can also filter the results to search for tools only. So right here we can just type clip or buffer. And then you have a suggested tools here. So to see the all available tools, we can open ArcToolbox, which I did, and browse through the toolboxes and tools. And until you find the tool you want. Similarly, you can browse through the tools in the catalog window in the ArcMap. So my catalog window is right here. Catalog window and toolbox is right here. My toolbox, system toolboxes, and everything. You can just do it from here. So ArcMap application or in the Arc catalog tree in the Arc catalog application, giving the number of tools available. Browsing can be cumbersome if you don't know where to look. Once you gain experience using the tool, however, you will start remembering where the tools are and that you use most frequently. So once you have found a tool, you can double click to it, open the tool dialog box, and fill in its parameter. Anyway, so we're going to learn types and categories of tools. So let me just go there. Statistics, maybe. Okay, so there are 4 types of tools in ArcGIS, and each is designed by a different system tool. So like these, it's called, you see like a hammer-like. This tool are building using Arc objects, and a compiled programming language such as C++ or the .NET languages easily creates these tools when authoring its software, and most of the tools in ArcGIS look like this. So model builder, so the space patterning, scripting tool, I don't know if we have a model tool here. So model tools, not in the server, I don't have a server here. Getting to know ArcGIS, photo connection, those won't work. Let me see. Connect folder and let's connect this one. Alright, and do I have a oh, I have 2 boxes here. Oh, no.